What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Randy, with RTS Mobile Game, and I am bringing you another fantastic Foundation Galactic Frontier video for you today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to set up an Ion ship. For those of you that are free-to-play or medium spenders, you may be deciding that Ion is a great build for you because you can get one of the strongest heroes in the game, absolutely free to play, and you overall have a fairly strong high damage output ship. So in today's video, we'll be talking about how to set up your Ion ship, which flagship to put your Ion build on, what order to put your heroes in, and just some general tips and tricks. So if you like today's content, feel free to like and subscribe. And by the way, thank you to Ludify for sponsoring today's video. Check the link to Ludify's Discord in the video description below. Alright folks, let's start by talking about Ion heroes. We're going to start with Lily, guys. Lily is an absolute powerhouse. She does crazy damage. She does one of the highest damage dealing ultimates in the game. She actually bypasses Evan when she's fully maxed out. She's absolutely crazy. She not only does massive space damage for a perfect Ion ship setup, she also is one of the biggest damage dealers in ground combat. Her abilities here do so much damage, she almost does as much damage as my one Platinum Star Evan. My one Platinum Star Evan is substantially stronger than my Lily, and she almost outdamages him in ground combat. So keep that in mind. But anyways, you can get Lily every single month for free from the Valor shop. You go over here to your little shop button, you go to Valor, and here you can purchase every single 30 days, you can purchase 20 Lily shards. That means on day 31 of your season, you could have Lily at 5 stars, because once you buy her with 40 shards, she starts at 5 stars. Moving on to Jody, guys, this is the next Ion hero you want to be talking about for your setup today. Jody does a decent amount of damage, a little bit above average for her actual damage output. The nice thing to note is it is attack-based. Lily's damage is attack-based. Jody's damage is attack-based. They also, here's the interesting part, they also both give attack bonuses to the ship, so having Lily and Jody combined on one ship means you're going to get 2 attack bonuses and 2 ultimates based on attack. The other thing I want to point out is that Jody's going to be stacking Ion Resonance. This stacks up to 9 times when awakened, and that means you're going to do up to 90% bonus damage with Lily's attacks before this drops off. So you're going to get this 9 stack, and then it'll fall off after that, and you're going to see huge damage. It's going to stack up until the stacks drop. And Lily's damage, she's the big nuker on the build, right, is going to continue to build. So it's really important to note that. Jody's third skill isn't really very notable. It's going to give herself some bonus damage. It's nice to have, but that's all we have for that. Now let's talk about an additional change up here. You can run with 2 purple heroes today because we have not unlocked Ajita. Ajita actually looks super strong. I'm really excited about potentially using her in the future. For right now, I'm going to actually recommend using Fade, and I'm going to tell you why. While I happen to have Kama fully maxed out because I was lucky to get a ton of purple shards for her, and she is super strong, as you can see here, she actually does really solid damage, almost 1200% damage here at skill level 30. She does a crazy amount of damage, especially for a purple hero. She gives bonus into the ship, which is great, and then she does even more damage here with her third skill. But let's take a look at Kama, because I want you to really note that her middle skill gives Intellect. Intellect is great. Intellect is not going to boost Lily or Jody's damage. So let's go ahead and take a look at Fade. Fade is also super interesting. He is similar to Ajita in that his main skill is a healing-based skill. At max level, his heal does 980% healing, and I believe that Ajita's was, 1600% healing. The important distinction here is that his healing is based on attack, okay, which is same as Ajita's, and he is going to therefore scale his healing based on attack, getting bonuses from both Jody and Lily. The only difference between him and Ajita is that Fade gives defense bonus for his middle skill and Ajita gives attack bonus for her middle skill. So having Ajita on the ship will give you 3 attack bonuses on the ship and 3 skills based on attack. If you're trying to pick between Fade and Kama, it really does depend on which one of your heroes is a higher star level. It is a really big deal to have a difference. At this point, Fade is pretty high level. I have 2 of his 3 skills awakened, not the third yet. Do I have the third yet? I have the third one awakened. I have all 3 skills awakened. I'm full of it. But yeah, I would say that at this point, I could probably swap him in for Kama. She does have 10 more stars than he does, so she's going to do some better stats on it. but he might be worth leveling up and putting into my Ion build now. Okay, so those are the heroes, guys. Let's take a look at the flagships and let's talk about what we're going to do. The best flagship to put your Ion build on today is going to be the Opportunity. The Opportunity is really great for 2 reasons. One, it is going to give a huge attack, defense, and intellect bonus when you cast an ability. So this is going to mean that you're going to get a great stat bonus on your ship. It is going to give you a huge stat bonus, whereas if we go in the Demerzel, you're going to see we actually reduce the enemy's stats, but we don't give my own stats a bonus. If we go over to the Gram also has bonus stats all the time, but it is 7.5% less bonus stats than the Opportunity. In addition, if we look at the Gram skill, this is based on intellect, and we go over to the Opportunity skill scales off attack. So eventually, having 3 people on your ship that give attack bonuses, even having 2, is going to massively boost the damage from Opportunity. This actually ends up being a really big damage ship once you have it at level 3 and this first ability is awakened. You end up with 2 missiles that both do really solid damage, and again, you're going to be regenerating energy. So the Opportunity is the best place to put your Ion ship if you are trying to decide where to set it up. Let's go ahead and actually just do that right now. Let me show you where we're going to set the Ion ship up at, okay? So I'm going to start by clearing off my heroes. The first hero we want to put in is going to be Jody. Jody, again, is going to give me the Ionic Resonance. She's going to be boosting the damage for Lily. The next hero we put on the list here is going to be Lily, because you want to get her nuke off soon. If you put her 3rd string, she is going to get her nuke off, but it's going to take an additional couple seconds before she gets her nuke off. So having her in 2nd place means you get Jody, and the next attack you get Lily, back-to-back big damage nukes. And then again, for the final position, I'm going to vote on putting Fade. You're going to get 3 attack-based bonuses all locked in. However, like I said, I haven't leveled up Fade yet. I'm a little short on food. So for today, having level 130 to 160 means I'm going to get a huge command bonus using Kama over Fade. So for today's build, guys, since I happen to have Kama leveled up and I have her stars maxed out, she's going to be a little bit better for the build than Fade, and I'm going to go ahead and lock her in. You'll be able to set up your actual Ion ships. You don't have to have kinetic ships when you do that. The reason why I have kinetic ships is because I run a double kinetic build, which is totally fine. But here we go, rocking an Ion setup. And then last thing you want to do is go over to your components and make sure that you guys swap those out as well. Okay, and that's pretty much the build, guys. If you liked today's video, feel free to like and subscribe. That is the Ion setup. Those are the heroes. That is how you get the heroes, and that is how you dominate your enemies. Again, feel free to like and subscribe. I love you long time. Randy, out.